We are not yet in the studio, guys, but welcome to a new video. Right now I'm in my car and I am going to buy the new ECM-M1 microphone from Sony. If you don't know me, I am Flash and I am a content creator and streamer for 8 years now, and my main microphone for on-camera sound or vlogging was the Sony ECM-B1M until today. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content from the studio. Of course, the scope of this video is to compare them both, the B1M with the M1, and see which one is better and for which case scenario. By the way, this is my new Temba Road Warrior bag and it's pretty nice. Okay, why am I buying the new M1 microphone if I already have the B1M? Got the new microphone. The sun is hitting me so strong, bro. So I've come to a point in my YouTube and content creation career where I need to move fast. I need to do everything very fast because I have a lot of things to do. And I am not only working for my YouTube channel, I have other collaborations. I need to have good audio in camera. And I was using the B1M microphone until now, and I will still use it, of course, because I will keep it. But when I was using it, I've noticed a little problem, and that is the handling noise, so we will talk about it a bit later in this video. When I was in front of the camera, I was using it on the super cardioid, super directional mode, and when I was behind the camera, I was switching it to the omnidirectional mode. And right now I will do the same, but with this microphone, which has a better polar pattern. So my plan is to have the same audio in front and behind the camera, and the polar patterns that are present on the M1 microphone should allow me to do that. And also get rid of the handling noise that the B1M provides when using the camera handheld and not only. Nice. That was a motorcycle, and I am curious to see how the microphone will reject that sound. Of course, another reason is that I will need a second microphone because second camera will come very soon in my setup. Already got my new Sony A73 by the time I'm posting this video, so you can check out the unboxing of it on the channel. Back in the studio, guys, this is the M1 microphone on top of the Sony A74 with -10 dB set on the right side, left side button, depends how you look at it. But what I've noticed in post is that the sound is at a lower volume than the B1M. Also, the sound has a different profile, which I don't really like that much. The B1M sounds better, more warm, I could say. Right now we are on 0. I can see right from the start on the screen we are almost clipping. And another thing is that because the patterns of the microphones match front and behind the camera, we now should have a very similar sound. And this should be awesome for the moments when I need to show something on the camera and I need to be behind it, like now when I show you my chair, my old trusty chair. But after showing you my chair, I want to sit on it and talk about it. So I have this chair for almost 2 years. I've got it since we moved. Yeah, I was eating pancakes and I spilled jam onto the chair and it was a mess. But after some wet wipes, it is like brand new. So yeah, really great chair if you are eating at the desk and you are not careful or you are tired and you drop the jam. So don't eat in the studio, guys. Lesson learned. And this is the handling noise of the ECM-M1 microphone on top of the Sony A74 with no filters and with 10 dB attenuation. It should sound pretty good. And now I have switched to the ECM-B1M microphone, also with -10 dB attenuation and no filters. And it should give us a little bit of handling noise, and that noise is coming from the shock mount. I'm 99.9% sure. But the thing that is very weird is that the noise is not present every time. and also it is present when it shouldn't be. So one time I was filming a review and I needed to have a shot from under the desk, and I was sitting down on the floor and talking, and the camera was on a tripod. And guess what? All my talking head was destroyed by the sound, by the noise that came out of the B1M, and I was pretty disappointed. So yeah, maybe it is not the best microphone to rely on. But as far as I can tell, in a few weeks with the M1 microphone, it didn't make any weird noise at all, and I think that because it is smaller, the shock mount does a better job. But yeah, still I cannot explain why I've had the handling noise when the camera was mounted on a tripod. There is also a chance where I have a bad copy of the B1M, maybe it is defective, I don't know. I really need to do a full review of the M1 microphone, but another thing that I've discovered in the period that I've got both microphones is that the B1M microphone is too hot. The signal is too hot without attenuation, so you might need to use the -10 or -20 dB function of it every time. I usually use it on -10, but the M1 microphone is usable even on 0 dB attenuation. So yeah, the signal is kinda hot, the volume is loud, but it is not clipping or distorting, you know. And yeah, it is usable, but you might fail if you raise your voice a little bit, or there's a strong sound near you. So I'd better keep it on -10 and boost it in post with 6 dB. Also, after editing most of this video, I've realized that this microphone is strange. I don't know where the problem is, but the handling noise is weird. Weird in what sense? Weird in the sense that it is different every time, and I don't know why, but when I was researching to buy this microphone, no, there wasn't any review where I've seen or heard that handling noise, and I don't think that all the YouTubers that posted a video about it were using the noise cancelling or the low cut filters on the microphone, because they didn't sounded like they were using it. I also don't like to use filters. As you can see, all my tests are made without the filters engaged, and that's because the low cut filter and the noise cancelling filter also are cutting a lot of frequencies that make the voice sound better, and I prefer to use it on the off position. The voice overall seems to be better on the B1M microphone, but I've got used to the M1 very fast. It is great, it is clean, it sounds crisp as any Sony microphone sounds. It is really a great microphone, and I wasn't expecting to get zero handling noise out of it, because this shock mount, this system, isn't the best shock mount system on the market. It is impossible to beat the Ryko type shock mount that Rode is using on their microphones. This is my VideoMic NTG, my first on camera better microphone than the Video Micro, and it is really great, but the most annoying thing is that you need to plug the jack every time, and also you need to be careful so you don't hit it, because if the jack breaks, you are in trouble. And these camera bodies that we are using for creating content are very expensive, and yeah, this system is much comfortable to use. This full sequence of me talking on the chair was shot on the M1 microphone from Sony, and you can judge if the microphone is worth it or not. I would say that it is. Yes, it is very expensive, but not much more expensive than the B1M. It is like 70 bucks more expensive. Yeah, I think so. And really, at this moment, after almost a month of using the M1 microphone, I think I will sell my B1M and get a second M1 for the Sony A7 III and the next other camera that will come in the setup. So yeah, this was my comparison vlog and I hope you enjoyed it, because there are not a lot of non-sponsored reviews on YouTube. I couldn't find any at the moment when I've got the M1 microphone, and that's why somehow I wanted to get it, to test it and to share my opinion, but I didn't have time to finish this video. I am so sorry. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I will make a full review of the M1 microphone pretty soon on the channel, and a lot more stuff from the studio is coming, so stay tuned. I'm Flash and I will see you next time.
They call me a god.